change. It's gone. Let it go. It's gone. Hey girlfriends, I'm Meech. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, hey girl, hey. If this is not, welcome back. Thank y'all for sticking with me, girl. We're just going to talk about this beautiful Dorsanee wig, y'all. This is a U-Part wig. Your girl been into U-Parts and, you know, just my natural hairline lately. I'm going to show y'all several different ways that you can style these U-Part wigs with little to no leave out. Even with the leave out, I'm going to show y'all how you just don't even really have to worry about blending your hair. So without further ado, let's just get right into this video. Okay y'all, so this is the braid pattern that we're using to start off with. As y'all can see, I have like a very tiny little bit of my edges out, and then I have this piece right here. Everything else is braided down. Okay, so this is the hair that we're going to be installing. This wig, I've actually already worn it, and I did go in and I washed it, and I just kind of wanted to get a feel for what kind of products and everything work best with this wig so that I could let you all know. This wig, in my opinion, is pretty low maintenance. Like, I would literally go like 2 and 3 days before I put any more products in this wig, and y'all know how curly hair gets super big sometimes, like real fast. I did not have that type of problem with this hair. Now let me just say, when it comes to like U-Part wigs, there are 4 combs that go across the U-Part area. You can really leave out as much hair or as little hair as you want. So say you big on leave out and you want to leave out like this much hair, you can do that. If you don't want a lot of leave out and you want to leave out this much hair, you can do that. So it's really up to you. You just have to use your discretion on how much hair you want to leave out. Style number 1 is no leave out, with the exception of our edges. I'm going to make sure that I separate like all the hair that's up into this braid. I parted this section down the middle, and I'm going to put these in 2 braids, okay? And your braids don't have to be like super perfect or anything of that nature. They don't have to be super tight. I would actually recommend your braids not being super tight, because once you get these clips and these combs in there, you don't want it to pull and tug to where you have breakage. Okay, these braids in, going to the back, and the only thing that's left out is this right here, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that everything is under, and now I'm going to apply these front combs first, okay? And the reason why is because once you apply these front combs first, it's going to line up perfectly to where you want the wig to lay. Whereas if you apply these back combs first, then sometimes you may like go way too far. So it's just easier to start lining up the wig where you want the wig to lay in the front. Take this comb, and I'm going to flip it out, okay? Like so. I'm gonna flip it out, and I'm going to put it right on this part, okay? Flip it out, right on the part, clip it in. Same thing back here on this second comb. I'm gonna flip it out, right on that part, and I'm gonna clip it in. Same thing on this side, y'all. I'm gonna take this comb, I'm gonna flip it out, and I'm gonna try to match it up right on this part, and I'm gonna clip it in, okay? Well, what are we doing here? Super simple flip over method, okay? Just flip that hair right over. I know that the flip over method is super popular right now, the sew in flip over method, and then also the quick weave. This a 5-minute flip over method, okay y'all? You don't have to sew, you don't have to do anything but put the wig on. Look how flat this wig lays, y'all. Look how flat this lays on my hairline, okay? This is what I mean. I've received some U-Part wigs from companies where the U-Part was like the size of your actual head. So when you go to clip it on, it's bulky, and it doesn't actually fit snug like it's supposed to. So super big kudos to Dorsanee hair, y'all, because this wig is constructed so perfectly and it lays so flat, and I will show y'all more in the subsequent hairstyles, where you can see just how flat this wig is made and how well it is constructed. When you lay your baby hair using this wig, if you have natural hair, I honestly suggest using a water-based gel. You can use this, or you can use Eco Styler, whatever you prefer, whatever you have at home. And the reason why I say a water-based gel as opposed to like an edge control or something, which I mean you could use edge control, but the reason why I say that is because the water-based product is going to give you kind of a curl. It's going to have your hair kind of revert back and curl up, and it's going to match the wig perfectly. This is just an option if you want no hair left out, with the exception of what you have across your hairline, okay? So this is style number 1. Again, super cute, super simple. Sometimes curly hair tangles and sheds like crazy. I did not have any of those issues. Now, the initial first wash, I had a couple strands. It wasn't too crazy, which I am happy about, because as far as a product that I love on this hair, I have been using this mousse, but it's the curls kind. Now, they have several different types of this. They have like an olive oil kind. They have several other kinds. I've been using this, okay? And then I have been going on top of it to keep the moisture in with a little bit of this. On to hairstyle number 2. So the next style that we are going to do, again, super simple, very minimum leave out, a half up, half down look. So I'm going to leave out a couple pieces in the front. This up, take a rubber band, so we just have a very simple half up, half down. I'm also going to go ahead and spray this piece down. Is hairstyle number 2. Okay, next hairstyle, we are going to need to go ahead and unclip this. Okay, for this next hairstyle, we're going to take out those braids that we put in the front. I don't know what it is, y'all, but lately I've really kind of been over the whole frontal wig thing. I don't know if it's because I wore them for so long, and now like just seeing my natural hairline, I don't know. I honestly really don't know. And not to say that I'll never wear them again. It's not that deep to me to say that. But you know, y'all get it. I'm in a space right now where I'm just enjoying seeing again my natural edges. This time we have those braids out, so you're just going to make sure your clips are open. And again, you want to start with the very front combs first because you want it to line up. Now we're going to go on the other side and do the same thing. Again, this should be laying as flat and as snug as possible. Okay, so for this next hairstyle, I am going to go ahead. I'm going to part my hair down the middle. Now I want to do as least blending as possible with this wig. Again, I don't have a lot of leave out, but with the leave out I do have, I just want to be able to put the wig on and enjoy the rest of my day. This next hairstyle, I'm just going to take my natural hair and I am going to do 2 braids. And you don't have to take out any extra leave out for this. You can just use the leave out that you already have. I'm gonna go a little bit further with my braids. And if you don't know how to braid, I mean, you can just have one of your friends or somebody help you. I don't know, am I recording on my phone right now? I don't even know. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I'm recording on my phone for my for TikTok. Okay, we good. We good. I'm on it. And the reason why I don't braid it all the way to the back is because you want to make sure that this hair right here, that's your leave out, is enough to cover up that back track, okay? So don't forget that, y'all, because y'all know how people are. because people are so unrealistic. Like, they've never seen a track showing in their life and they gotta make the biggest deal about it. Like, girl, just be like, hey boo, your track showing, let me cover it up real quick. But y'all wanna be like, her track is showing. Like, you ain't never had a track showing, or you probably have. You just never been around nobody that was real enough to tell you, which is why you ain't real enough to tell nobody else, okay? All right, I think that's cool. Y'all think that's cool? That's good to braid it to there, okay? Take the braids, like so, and you can pull them to the back. A bobby pin. Okay, all right, so we have one more hairstyle, and this is probably my favorite one right now. For this next style, we're gonna separate the wig about from, it doesn't necessarily have to be from ear to ear, but it can be, okay? Front half and a back half, okay? So I have this front piece, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Doesn't have to be super perfect, but you just want the sides to be pretty even. So we got our front section and our back section. I am going to go ahead and I am going to smooth this down. So I'm gonna take my brush and I'm just gonna smooth this down. This is why it's so important that this wig is constructed the way that it is, because you want it to lay as flat as possible, okay? And when you're brushing it down, you want to make sure that you're brushing it down, but kind of like to the back, okay? So there's that. And now we are going to connect these two. Rubber band. Got that together in the back. Again, I'm gonna just make sure that this is nice and sleek. We're gonna take this top section right here, right? So about, I would say from the ends of your eyebrows to the other ends, like so. We're gonna separate that. And you don't want it doesn't have to be a high ponytail. Make sure that this track is covered. And the reason why it doesn't have to be up high is because you don't want these tracks to show. And we're going to put that in a ponytail. Like so. I'm gonna twist it a little bit. Pull it up. And then I'm gonna take my claw clip and I'm gonna clip it in place, okay? So now, I'm just gonna pull this back. We have a super popular hairstyle that's super trendy right now. Half up, half down with the claw clip. And to add a little pizzazz or whatever, I'm gonna add my little chopsticks. So this is the final hairstyle, you guys. Like so.